All right. So we're heading to the gym now, a little earlier than last time. Or, well, not last time, previous times. It's only 10 o'clock tonight. It's not that bad. I had to take a little bit of a nap because, man, I was I was really tired. Not to, I mean, I had gotten like 6, 7 hours of sleep. It wasn't like a terrible night's sleep, but I think I'm still recovering from the weekend where I worked, more hours than I really wanted to. It was worth it just because I'll have a little extra money to rely on later. But I still wanted to get some sleep, and I'm glad I got a little bit more. So today's leg day. If I yeah, leg day. Today's leg day. We just did chest yesterday. So we're not going to start with squats, but we're going to include them at least a couple sets. We're going to start with, I think, leg pressing. I don't know which machine I want to use. It probably just depends on what's available, honestly. But there are two different ways I can do that. I could even start with the leg extension, honestly. But my only issue with that is like it doesn't hit. It hits more closer to my knees than anything, and I'm not a fan of that one bit. I really don't like doing a knee set, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's just because I'm hitting it wrong, or that's just the way that thing hits for me. Whew. But what I can say is that I'm not too keen on it if I don't have to use that thing for quads, anyways. And although I don't like using squats as like my main quad contributor, anyways, just because it's so fatiguing for the entire set thing that I don't like. Like I don't like being. How do I describe it? It's not a good finisher for me. I'll say that. Or like not even just that. It's like I don't want to do my entire quad workout as squats, which I guess nobody really does. Doing the exact same thing for like 5, 6 sets is not very fun. Now, speaking of, somebody just cut right in front of me. Of course. What else is new? But I don't know. Okay, I think somebody just came off my car, but whatever. So I think, yeah, we're gonna start with the leg press of some kind. We got two different options. But for hamstrings, I think I want to go ahead and do what we did last week with the setup with the leg. What is it called? The leg strap. I want that again. And I'm fixing my diet a little bit more in tune this time for this bulk. Now that I'm into the into more of the thick of it. I mean, I'm not like super far in yet, but I'm into the point where I'm definitely in the bulking phase now. I need to start guaranteeing that I get certain meals in through the day, and I think I'm going to start with dinner. So I'm thinking rice with some kind of meat and like some kind of low calorie. It doesn't have to be low calorie, but lower calorie sauce if possible. I'm thinking like barbecue probably because I'm not a big fan of ketchup one bit. Okay, luckily not too busy tonight, and I'm sure it's only going to get less busy as the night goes on. We may not even have to be able to start with quads. I really want to hit quads properly, especially man. I really, 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 really want to hit hamstrings properly. So actually, we're just going to start with quads regardless. As much as I do like starting with hammies, I think quads is much more doable. Because honestly, for hamstrings, they don't have a lot here. Like for hamstring focused workouts, anyways. You kind of got to create your own fun when it comes to that. So, yeah, let's start with the pressing. I'll see you guys inside. Okay, so I'm not going. I'm going to hope so. And with this machine in particular, it's a bit of a learning curve. Just because I'm really not used to it. Before I even get into the set, though. Okay, we're good. Got it. Okay. Whew. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm still learning how to use this properly. Okay. So, like, foot placement isn't perfect yet, but we'll get there eventually. Not to mention isolation either. It's better than with the what is it called, leg extension? But again, it's not perfect. At least not yet. Okay. Right there should be good. Right here. Okay. Starting with 2 plates. Nothing insane. Right here. Okay, clearly we can go much heavier. So at least another plate. We may not go past 3 plates, but who knows? 15, got that up pretty easy. Okay, another set. Just 3 plates. I don't think I need to go past this, honestly. Because for one thing, again, I'm not used to this, so I really don't want to. I'm just not interested in risking anything. At least not today. So let's go for. I'm thinking one more set here, and then go to the leg extension, or the what is it called? The other leg press. Seeing if we can get some better luck with that, because I'm at least used to it. Plus, I can warm up some other muscles while I'm doing that. Okay. Wider. There we go. One more. Okay. This may become a bit more normal in the workouts. I felt pretty good. Because most of the feeling for me right now is like right near the knee, but I still feel it all the way up. So with a little practice, I'm sure I can make that a pretty good addition to the workout. Okay. All right, let's move on to the other machine. Okay, so we've had plenty of rest in between taking apart the machine over there and moving on to this one. So we're just going to immediately jump into this. Let's get all the way up here. Right there. Let's start with, we're already pretty warm, so we can just go 240, I think. Should be fine. All right. I think the only thing I don't like about this machine is that the pad isn't a little bit bigger, just a little bit. If it was like 3 inches across, just a little bit wider, it'd be perfect. But then again, I'm not most people, am I? Nice and comfy. Also, nice and down. There we go. Okay, now we're in. Going for 15 maybe? We'll see. That's not low enough. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Yeah, that rocks. I'm pretty happy that I went a little bit lower because that slight bit more of range just ended up being perfect for that set. But we got 10. Let's drop by a bit, do a slightly more controlled set, maybe get a little lower too. All right, going for a 200 this time. I know I can go much heavier, but I want to at least hit 8 reps is the idea. Otherwise, I really don't see much of a point in doing this. I just go do squats if I really wanted to get less than 8. There we go. I wonder if we can get a little lower. There we go. Okay. Gotta go. Let's go 10. Oh, come on, one more. Okay. Okay. Oh, give me a sec. All right. At least one more. I'm not fully pumped yet. At least in my quads, anyways. I'm getting there. Oh, but at least one more set. Sticking to the same weight. Oh, final set. After further analysis, I could probably just stop here, but I'm just gonna do one more, just to be sure that I'm fully pumped. Like I said a bit ago, if I'm not fully pumped, oh, why am I here? Or I guess more like, why am I stopping if I'm not fully pumped? Okay. You know what, we're gonna roll these up a little bit. I want to see this set. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, 10. I think that's a good indicator that we're done. Clearly, you can just tell by watching that this is not complete failure. But I think we're in that like 80 to 90% range. Or at least for anything worthwhile. Anyways, I could drop down to the 100s and probably bust out another 20. At least with what I know about my own strength, but we're not going to do that. Again, we're adding squats, but that'll be towards the end. There we go. Let's just say this may have been like a 5 minute rest in between. I went a little harder than I'm usually used to for quads. It's not going to limit me on my hamstrings, hopefully. But we'll find out for sure. Okay, we're starting out with 100. Nothing crazy. Something that I'm used to. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so I think I have two options right now. I either stick to this weight and then hope for another good set of 8, or I drop it a tick or two and then guarantee I can get at least 10. What would you guys do? Okay. If your answer was go halfsies and then hope for the best, then you were right. That's exactly what I'm doing. We're going just one tick less, and I'm just gonna hope that my body can keep up. Because again, like anything less than 6, I would say is a failed set. That's not really a set. You're just going for some kind of PR or something. I think that's just me personally. I know PRs are technically actually like 1 to 3 rep range, but you're not, I don't think with any muscle at all you're really building anything by doing 6 reps. Okay. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I'm gonna make it happen. Okay. This is going much better than I thought it would. Okay. You know, for the longest time, I never thought I'd ever need a pump formula of any kind. I'm certainly happy that I got a hold of one. Granted, at a discount, and also granted, not the best formula ever. But it works for me. I'm going way harder than last time, or any time before I had one. It's only been 30 minutes. Honestly, if I do it right for my next set, I could be done with hamstrings too. We'll see. Okay. I'm just gonna hope this set looks good. Because honestly, I didn't even check. What I can check though. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. There we go. Want to make sure my mic was still on. Oh.
Just one more set with the exact same weight. Because that went pretty well last time. I could feel my hamstrings particularly well. And we're gonna do a certain someone's style of how we grip on to this here. See if that helps at all. Actually, nah. I'm not gonna risk having a bad pump. No point. Yeah, there we go.
Get me out of this thing. The burn is feeling so much better. Oh, recently. We're gonna do at least one more set for this. All right, perfect. One more set, at least. This might be the last one. We'll find out. It's hard to really get anabolic with these sets, in particular for me, because you guys probably know how, especially with machines, if you're like a taller guy or a much shorter guy, literally me, I'm much taller than most people, at least in this gym, from my experience. Um, it's
You're hitting. It's kind of like a learning curve a bit, just a little bit. Like, for me in particular, like, let's say this machine, I have to learn to not squeeze my calves because I just do that by nature for some reason. I've heard it's pretty common, in particular with hamstring workouts overall. But this thing in particular, for whatever reason, I'll squeeze my calves when there's no point in them being squeezed. Like, I'm not hitting a calf workout right now. I'm about to, but not right now. So, yeah, it's livable to make sure. I feel like when I get over that habit of mine, like, it's a really bad habit, but when I get over it, if I get over it, I'll be able to hit this for much, much heavier, I think. Not to mention, I'll be able to actually try some PRs for this machine, which I know for a machine is like, whoop-de-doo, you hit a PR, but like, for me, it's a big deal. Okay, let's go for 10 clean reps, I think, and then we'll try some dirty ones right after that. Maybe lightening the load just a little bit, do some dirty ones. I don't need to be doing 6, 7, 8 sets. sets of just hamstrings. I think I'll be pumped after this one. Let's go. There we go. Um, 70.
Whew. Oh man. Okay. Let me do a little test. If I can stand, then I got another set in me. Yeah, I got another set in me. We'll do one more. Whew. Okay, so I didn't notice that apparently I was recording in slow-mo for the last two. I'm glad I noticed it eventually. Because holy shit, that would have been really bad. So we're gonna go back up to 90. Again, just one final set. Just to finish it off. And then on to nobody's favorite workout, which you guys should be able to guess what that is. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's good for hamstrings. Let's go on to. Yeah, okay, we're done. I had to feel that one out. Let's move on to, again, nobody's favorite workout. All right, you guys are gonna see the whole. Can you guys see that? You kind of can. Okay. You guys are gonna see the whole setup here. Okay, so we're gonna start with. We don't really need to warm up for these, so we're just gonna start at 130. I remember doing this for quite a lot last week. Oh, so we're gonna start with quite a lot this time. I also learned something last week. Oh, that I don't know if you guys can see it, but the two little bars where your feet are supposed to go, you only need to use one of them. You don't need to use both. There it is. Actually, right here might be good. Just kidding. No, it's not. There we go. Just like that. Let's do another set with that exact same weight. Maybe I did go a little too heavy on the first set, but I've learned my lesson. We're not going to go up anymore, at least for this set. Okay, now I'm like double, triple checking to make sure I'm not in slow-mo this time. Thankfully, you can basically edit out the slow-mo. Oh, so it's not that bad. At least on iPhone you can. That's the beauty of an iPhone. When you fuck up, it gives you one chance to fix it. Or I guess multiple chances, but still. It says, hey, this isn't permanent. You can fix anything. Okay. Again, sticking to the same weight. We didn't move anything. Literally nothing is different. Except for my preparedness for the weight. Okay. I think. Hang on. I think that might have been the worst set I've ever done on record. So, let's just say we're gonna lower the weight a little bit. I'm thinking back down to 100. Sounds good. Okay. All I have to do is like get up. Yeah. Let's go back down to 100. All right. Can't be wasting too much time here. Was that set number 2? I think. Actually, to drop back down to 110. No, 100. I lied. I haven't lied to you guys left and right today, haven't I? Okay. Man. Okay. Let's give it a little standing test. Okay. Yeah, let's move on to. This is the abductor. We're going to move on to the adductor. All right. Immediately to the adductor. I think we've rested long enough. Get the backrest set up first. And I'm sweating. As a good Chris Tren once said, if you're not sweating in the gym, you're not trying hard enough. Okay, you don't know. We're not going 110 for the very first set. I've learned my mistake. Okay. Okay. We are locked in. I usually like to sit on the stretch for a little bit before I actually start. There we go. Okay. Okay. Good set. I can feel it in every single rep for that one. Ooh, okay. All right, let's be careful getting up here. Going in grandpa mode. I've been grandpa walking all over the gym after quads. Okay, just gotta get to the camera. Turn it off. I'm gonna stay standing because if I sit back down, I'm probably not gonna get back up for a bit. Okay, now that we're stretched out, we're gonna go a little heavier. That is probably my favorite part about this machine, or both of these in particular, the ad and abductor, is that it really works on your stretch, range of motion for your hips, in particular. Like if I knew I was gonna be pregnant soon, I'd be working on these. Okay. They should design it around women. Just for... No, I'm kidding. That's stupid. It's really dumb, actually. But it's just funny in my head. You're gonna be pregnant soon? Try adductors. It's to die for. It's to impregnate for. Whatever. There's a good slogan in there somewhere. There we go. Someone will come up with it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. I just had to sit in silence there for a sec. Those were some good reps. I feel like I'm losing my voice from the grunting. Man. But when or if we do squats tonight, that'll be when the grunting really starts. Okay. The lift isn't so exciting anymore. It's let's just get it the fuck over with. Legs in particular, I think I try harder than some other beginners. I'd like to think so, at least. I think one day that'll bear fruit. Because in particular, I'm still learning how to target my quads and hamstrings in particular. With the machines, the abductor and the adductor, you're gonna target the specific muscle no matter what you do. No matter how you do it, it's still gonna target it. There are just better and worse ways to hit it, depending on how you move the backrest and all that. But quads and hamstrings in particular, I really need to start feeling it more up here. And I think the problem, for me at least, is the fact that I don't have much muscle up there to begin with, so there's not much to feel. It happens to be all down here because even when you squat, that's where the bulk of your quad is going to be is in the bottom, no matter who you are, I think. But then again, I'm not a biologist, so I could be wrong. But let's move right on to the final set for these. I think one more should do it. Okay, final set for these, and we are not done for legs. After this comes probably the least exciting part of this entire lift, so I'm glad I saved it for last. I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. Place your bets. But for now, one final set for these. Actually, we're gonna roll the legs up just a little bit right here, so I can maybe see something while I'm doing this. Sadly, you can't adjust the contrast while you're recording. That'd be kind of sick. Maybe they'll add that one day. But for now, get into position here. Yeah, I think I said this already, but this set might be the easiest, just because of the fact that I'm getting used to stretching this far as I continue. So we may even do a fourth. That kind of depends on how this set goes. But setting up, it just gets easier and easier after every single set. That's kind of how static stretching works. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Although, isn't that the same with everything? Now we went to one. We went up to 130 by the by. Come on, 4 more. Oh. Oh, that rocked. That rocked. I don't get the same satisfaction out of like squatting that some other people do. For me, for legs, the best satisfaction is doing the abductor and the adductor, mostly because I feel like I can pump more into them. Not to mention the self-assisting is pretty sweet. Like being able to push my legs inward or outward is pretty helpful. You could call them assisted reps if you want to, but and honestly, I wouldn't even say you're wrong, but that makes the pump all the better. I'm getting that nitric oxide flowing. Not to mention my blood vessels. I think my blood vessels are opening up. Oh, and what that tells me is it's finally time for nobody's favorite. Oh, part of the leg day. Okay. Angle is destined to change. Without a doubt. So is this weight. As high as I can go. Okay, that is probably the only thing I don't like about this machine. Is that I can't go just a couple ticks higher than this. We're gonna start out with 200, I think. 220. That's just what my fingers landed on. So, 220 it is. Right about there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely not sticking to that weight. We're gonna go up, and quite a bit up. I'm thinking like 100 pounds up, or 80. I don't know. Oh, we'll see. Again, this is probably the least exciting part of the lift. Okay, my calves in particular don't need a lot of recovery time. I've been working out these calves for fucking years now. Okay, hand fingers landed at 300. That's where we're gonna go. I don't even know if you guys can see my face, but okay. Whew. Forgot how heavy 300 was. Okay. Okay. Let's stick to this weight. Honestly, I probably could have got one more out of that, but honestly, I don't have an excuse. I should have just done the last one. I was kind of nervous that I would get partials, and I don't see a single point in doing partials for the single muscle groups at all. You should be focused more, or for me at least, I feel like you should be focused more on just getting higher reps. Maybe 15 is honestly a little bit excessive, but I'm thinking if we just do 300 again for slow, clean reps, then we can do 12 to 15 for failure. I think should be pretty nice. Okay, one more set of ideally 12 to 15. I think that's a good rep range to hit. But we'll find out. I'm having trouble also feeling it in my right calf more than my left one. I think in my whole left side of my body, I can push a little bit harder for some reason. Maybe it has something to do with my injury, but who knows? I'm just gonna have to focus a little bit harder, I think, to hit the right one. Or just by nature, maybe I just sit a little left leaning than right leaning. It wouldn't surprise me. But I'll have to do a dead on shot one of these days for like something, multiple muscle wise. Maybe the leg press. We'll do like a straight on shot for the leg press one day and see how that looks. For now, I just want to get this lift done. Okay. Oh man, that's better. So I say we call it there. Honestly, I'm totally exhausted, and I don't think doing anything from the waist down at this point is going to be beneficial to my pump. So let's just see if we can go do a pump check really quick. Gotta do a fast one. There's still a lot of people here. Okay, so we're trying to do a slightly different setup here. I think this should look fine, maybe. Sadly, I don't have the right shorts for this. Just gonna do one of these. Not the most ideal, but it works. It looks fine. If I just hold them up a little bit. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Don't know exactly what I'm doing for leg poses, but being able to look at myself helps. something there. Let's go for a side chest, see if that does anything. Okay. Had to wait for everybody to skedaddle. Okay. The cover is coming off. I gotta see what the baseline is. Always. And I gotta say, this neck beard is not helping. I'm more self-conscious about the neck beard than pretty much the rest of my body. At least currently. Okay. That's good. I'll roll these back up. I want to see if I can properly do a side chest yet. Oh, man. Honestly, not sure. We'll find out, though. That's good. There we go. Good lighting. Okay. Other side. Maybe we can see some leg definition on this one. Okay. Yeah, honestly, not that much. And I doubt we'll see anything at all, but we'll try the reverse, see if there's anything there. Okay. Honestly, not a lot of poses with legs, especially when you have no muscle to begin with. Oh, like if I was lean right now, my legs would be puny. Oh, but that's just the way it is. You know what? This is probably the biggest they ever looked, and the most defined. Okay. And I guess while we're at it, okay, that's it. Let's take off. Whew. Okay, sort of. Not sort of. That was just a good pump, through and through. Oh man, we didn't even have to do any squats, like at all. Sure, maybe I should have, granted, but I didn't feel the need to do them. I could have totally added a set, maybe, and then made it actually worth my time. Oh, but I didn't feel the need to actually get the whole setup going and then actually do a full set. Oh man, because I thrashed everything today, except for maybe calves. I could have done like 5 sets, 6 sets for those, just a little bit lighter. Maybe I should have, but that's for another day, I guess. I'm already gone. I will say that it's pretty obvious, I think, but man, my calves are much more developed than other muscle groups, or just any muscle on my body in general, including my triceps. Like my triceps are maybe come in second, and then I think, if anything, I think last place is either my hamstrings or my chest. Overall, I really need to work on building a better set of abs, though. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing abs tomorrow. I didn't do any extra work because I totally thrashed everything, and I was already there for at least an hour and a half. It was getting to the point of where it was just excessive to be there any longer. Not to mention, I count calves as one of my like extra things, anyways. Calves, forearms, and abs. But now I have a grip strengthener that I could almost kind of eliminate. Whoa, lights are off at Taco Bell. That is weird. I'm used to their lights being on. Anyways, oh, I think I said this. I may have said this already, but we're fixing the diet a little bit. I'm not gonna start going to fast food places anymore. I'm just gonna completely stop forever. I'm just never gonna go back. I watched, it's an old movie or I guess documentary, but I watched Super Size Me today. Man, it is disgusting. Like how, like I watched the guy. What was it? Rick, I think his name was. I can't remember his name, but he went through. What the what? What? Wait, sorry. There's a Verizon store near me, and it's 12 in the morning, and it says they're open. That was just odd. Maybe they are open. Who knows? Anyways, I need to. What was I saying? Oh, I need to stop going to fast food places and getting horrible food. And I've also learned something too. That there's an easy meal out there that I didn't even think of before. It's deli meat plus however much rice you need with some like low calorie barbecue sauce. That's perfect. That is literally perfect. You don't have to cook anything. It's just deli meat. You crush it in your hands and then pour it in there, stir it up. It's literally perfect. At least for somebody like me, I think. So I'm gonna start doing that from now on. That's gonna be like a guaranteed meal every day. Not to mention the protein shake as well. So that's 2 guaranteed things every day. The third thing we need to make sure of is breakfast. Breakfast is going to be like the hardest part. The middle of the day is kind of going to figure itself out, I think. It's pitch dark here. Oh, that's why. There we go. Oh, but again, the middle of the day, I think will just figure itself out. But the morning is going to be the hardest part because I sometimes wake up an hour before I need to go to work. Granted, I live pretty close to work, but it's not always ideal to cook breakfast and then bolt to work and then maybe be late. That's not very fun. So I'm going to try not to do that. Oh, and today in particular, we only have 12 hours before I have to be at work. So thankfully, I can probably make that happen. And ideally with some cardio thrown in there too. I need to work up to these things slowly. Like for one thing, I need to start tracking my calories again. I haven't been doing that for like 2 or 3 weeks. I really need to get back into it because clearly I'm not eating enough. The scale isn't really changing, which is kind of an issue because that's like the whole point of the bulk. I've pretty much stopped growing because I'm not eating enough. So force feeding may need to happen just a little bit. Like if I can just up my calories by like 1,000 at this point, I think I'll be fine. Like I'll be growing for a while. Again, I want to get to 240. That's the goal. And I think I can make it happen too, like kind of healthily. I don't think I need to lose much of the balance between muscle and fat to get to that point. I think I might even be at like 30% body fat right now. I can get a pretty good pinch for my stomach area right now. And honestly, another this may be like a 6-7 month bulk, honestly, depending on how it goes. Because like if I start gaining bad kind of weight like too quickly, then yeah, I'm gonna stop the bulk and then start cutting again. Because I want to stay within 20 or less percent body fat at all times. I would like that. Even right now, if I went under 20% right now, I think I'd still look fine. Honestly, I wouldn't look great, but I'd look fine. Honestly, my chest is already starting to grow. It's tiny, but it's getting there. I can do the bounce now. You can't see it through the shirt, but I can do the bounce. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on about things that aren't even happening yet. We're just gonna keep going with the bulk, a clean-ish bulk. We're not gonna make every meal perfect. It's not doable for me, unless I buy actually, maybe it is. We'll see. I'll see you guys tomorrow for shoulders. I think small shoulders. Today was legs. I think it's shoulder. Yeah, shoulders, arms, back, chest, legs. That's the split now. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Anyways, Catch you guys tomorrow for that.